United set up in the 4-2-3-1 system with Adams coming in for Forshaw, which was in a sense better move because I thought Forshaw played very negatively in the previous game against Newcastle, whereas Mark Rocker came on, did okay, didn't really impress me that game, but in today's game against West Ham United, they played very well. I do feel a bit sorry for Jesse Marsch in some sense because I feel like he's doing everything he can to be able to improve these players. And the players are doing everything they can for Jesse. It's just the results don't seem to come off. I don't understand what he can do now to like improve the squad, apart from the fact that the board need to invest in money. I know we've signed Voba, which is a fantastic signing for the centre-back position. And you've got to give credit to Strike, haven't you? Because with how the setup going forward, Nonto was it's so direct, isn't he? Like, I really like Nonto. I really rate him for such a young kid. And to be honest with you, in that first half, Leeds United were the better team by far. They was very controlled. The passing, they seemed to be very confident on the ball. The pressed well. There was attacking well. I felt like after that goal had gone in, I felt like we was going to win that game. And with how Leeds United were in that first half, like, I just couldn't see how West Ham could handle that pressure, because when Leeds were at it, even in the second half, when Leeds were at it, West Ham could not deal with our pressure. And the one thing that I liked, I know it didn't work, it worked against Newcastle very well. Our defence was really deep, you know, and it was nice to see in a couple of occasions where instead of playing so high up the field, the two centre-backs were left back, and Ayling played well. I thought he provided a lot of width, but I feel like he's always good. He's always been good at going forward, and he's always been good at coming back in defence. So I've always had confidence in Luke Ayling. But it was nice to see that when Leeds United were defending, every man was behind the ball. You could even see Rodrigo dropping back into midfield, which surprised me a little bit because usually that's not how Jesse Marsch wants to set up. But maybe this is the new way of the 4-2-3-1 system. If we can sign and bring in some extra bit of depth, and we can bolster up our defence and stop conceding as many goals, I feel like the system's going to work very well. And this is why I always say Leeds United constantly rush, and there's times where we don't need to rush. We did it against Newcastle. I mean, we do it pretty much against any other team, but there's a couple of occasions where in the Newcastle game we didn't need to rush, where we did. And a simple mistake like Aronson cost us that goal. It's like Jesse Marsch came out and stated, Leeds United didn't look like they wanted to play with the ball. They just had no confidence in that second half. Like, every time they got the ball, they just wanted to get rid of it. There was fine. Like, once they got control of the game, once they had a little bit more composure again, they seemed to be okay. But when teams come at us, we seemed to panic. Like, in the first half, you could see West Ham didn't really press us as much. West Ham just gave us as much time, in a sense, to play our way. But when teams come at us and press us, we panic. As well, how do we play so well in games, but we don't get anything? Like, we're constantly dropping points. We're either drawing or losing. Sometimes it pays off, and when it pays off, it's amazing. It's an amazing watch. But when it doesn't, it's so frustrating, because there's been so many times now, like right at the start of the season when we played against Southampton, we was 2-0 up, and then we ended up drawing 2-2. And same tonight, we played so well, points that we needed, but we dropped points again. And it's like, what else is Jesse Marsch meant to do? He's doing everything for the club. He's doing everything for the players, and the players are giving back. So whose fault is it now? Is it the players? Is it Jesse? Or is it the board? And I don't understand what we can do to improve this side. But anyway, guys, comment down below what's your thoughts about the game. Are you disappointed? Are you frustrated? Are you happy? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.